Hey guys, it's Sarah with Grassroots Evolution Tarot, and I'm here today to bring you a message for this 12/12 portal. And I also hear gateway, that for starseeds this is really important. And then they're like, no, it's portal. I want to bring you guys a message first from this Destiny's Portal our Oracle by Barbara Moore. I got these at like Value Village. I went there, and last time I got cards there, they smelled so mildewy. When I got home, I couldn't even use them. Give me a headache. Something told me I was going to find cards there, and I found them. So they're absolutely gorgeous. I want to share them with you. So before I get into these messages, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. Happy winter solstice. I almost wanted to say Wednesday. Excuse me, that's tomorrow. But happy winter solstice, my friends. I hope that this is treating you well. And again, I keep getting these messages. Eat some oranges, my friends. They're really, really delicious. They're really, really good for you, and they're going to help keep your immune system up right now. So I'm going to get into these cards. I also brought the Heaven and Earth Tarot and the Earth Magic Oracle as just a quick message to see what Spirit has to offer today. So I'm going to ask Spirit to join us. I'm going to ask Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Metatron to join us, my team of light, and any of your spirit guides that would be here for the highest good of everyone to join us. So I'm going to ask them to, I heard, heed the call to guide, guard, bless, and protect myself, this reading, and any of you who ask for it, to use me as the clearest channel possible, delivering messages that are for the highest good of everyone, okay? So no matter how these messages you take them, it's still up to you, and honestly your act of free will and how you integrate it, right? So remember, you always have a power to choose and a power to do, my friends. Even if it's, I heard, in a small way. So Spirit, what messages would you have? And right away we have bewitching. It was in the reverse. I don't think it matters. But you also have tattered dreams in the bottom. I love these cards. You have the Green Man and the Dragoness here, which is interesting because I just did the Gemini reading for December and the Green Woman came out. So let's see what the Spirit has to say. So this is by Barbara Moore. I'd never even heard of them before either. Let's see what bewitching says. I'm going to have to look for through the glossary though. So Alright, it says, bewitched, beguiled. Who hasn't felt like something or someone has cast a spell over them? It can be scary, exciting time. It can be as scary, exciting time when you hardly feel in control of your actions or feelings, or perhaps you don't enjoy being bewitched, feeling like someone or something else is controlling you. Or perhaps it is you who has bewitched someone else. Having that power over someone or something can be scary and exciting too. Quite a bit of responsibility comes with that power. Just a minute, guys. Okay. It is better, more responsible, and safer to bewitch yourself and your life. The ability to bewitch can be harnessed and used consciously. You can do it and enjoy the results of your own focused intention and magic. And you can guard against becoming bewitched yourself. You can be the writer of your destiny. So I think the oracle message here, it says, the power, knowledge, and wisdom you seek are all available to you. You can certainly accomplish what you wish, use your abilities wisely, and there will be unforeseen consequences, I think this is really important as well. I see a lot of people in like online witchy groups and stuff talking about spells and things, and it is really important to do no harm, my friends. And even taking a spell or bewitching someone is against their will. My noses are really weird, but it is something like Spirit's also saying, like, if that's something that really you don't like, that feeling of being out of control, protect yourself, guard yourself. We have tattered dreams here as well, so let's see what that message was from. It's such a beautiful card, right? But then when we get into it, what I heard is like the spider's important on her head, but for some, or it's not the spider, it's the lunar, the stages. And this is learning wisdom. I think it's also important, what I heard is hex. Some of you, I feel like it's very important that we understand the power we have. And when we're sending hate out to the universe, or other people are sending hate out to us, that shit can be felt, and it can really do a lot of damage in people's lives. So I feel like this is really important, that maybe some of us have been performing harm and not even aware of it. Just a minute, guys. Okay. So we're going to get into tattered dreams because I love the archetype here with this beautiful, beautiful spinning wheel. And tattered dreams. Let's find out which number that is. Okay. So, tattered dreams. We think of spinning tales as storytelling, and yet we do spin more than stories. We each spin our beliefs and experiences into threads and webs that shape the way we look at the world and how we operate within it. We spin such delicate things as ideas, philosophies, faith, and hope. We believe that we've made it strong, so strong that we can use it as the foundation of our life. It becomes the base from which we operate, by which we make our decisions. Even simple everyday actions and expectations spring from these fragile webs. You call someone and make plans to meet them at a certain time. That person, you expect that person to be there. Well, why? Your web of experience and beliefs about people saying what they mean tells you, and your beliefs and expectations certainly shape your larger things, such as your hopes and dreams, based on what you believe. So I think this is also important. My friends are home, but this is really important to know that some of you may have been kind of holding on. This could be the hex. I keep hearing hex, okay? But for some of you, this could be that we've just allowed those tattered dreams to shape what's happening now, and this is still allowing the energy to take hold and control. So we're like, be gone. Bye, mofo. You don't belong here in my world anymore. So the bottom of the deck, this is why it came, is the Spirit of Yule. And I want to read a little bit of this card to you because this is the time of giving. This is the time. Also, I heard for some of you of mourning. Christmas and the holidays aren't easy for everyone, especially if we've recently lost loved ones. So be kind to people, really. Be kind to them all the time. But in this case, this is where it is really important to share your light when you see another falling behind in darkness. Celebrated on the darkest day of the year, Yule is the first and forefront, a celebration of light. After weeks of successively darker days, it is time to joyously welcome the return of the sun. Everything about Yule honors life and light. The Yule log, evergreen trees, bonfires, and candles remind us that life continues even through the darkest times, and that eventually the light always reappears. Giving gifts and making merry with friends and family help us remember that no matter how bleak things may appear, there is always something to be thankful for. At this time, people remember the past year and make plans for the upcoming one. Planning for the coming year is a show of faith that we know life will continue on. The birch and oaks may be asleep, but the fir trees and holly adorn the wintry landscape with their life. Whether your situation is bleak or just not as bright as you'd like, the Spirit of Yule suggests that you prepare and call to you the return of the light and joy, because better times are ahead, my friends. And that's absolutely beautiful that it did come out with this, and that I had so guided to pick this deck, and here's why. Because this card did come out, and it's actually the card that when I first opened up the deck, and I was like, okay, deck, why did I pick you? This is the card came out. It is really important to keep those ideas and hopes open, and to help this could be like, I heard, remove spells as well, and this could be, you think that we've pricked our finger and we're going to have all this bad luck, but that's just a myth, my friends. So I'm going to grab a message from the Heaven and Earth Tarot for a little bit of wisdom here. Spirit, what messages do you have for anyone watching? What can we hope for coming ahead here? And you have the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Tell me more about this Ace of Swords, please, Spirit. This is still this tattered dreams and this bewitching. For some of you, this lies deep, and this is very interwoven into your psyche, into your belief system. Okay? And this is just, I feel like for some of us, this is even because we're holding on to ideas from childhood or something that failed us, and we're thinking that this is always going to happen. But if we think that, we're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. We need to come here with a chariot and move through and move on past this. They're reminding me of the chariots of fire in the Bible, and I know people can feel how they will. I believe there is a book called Aliens in the Bible. I don't remember who it's by, but check it out. Because they talk about chariots of fire, and the way that they discuss this in the times very much could have been, and I heard Elorim, maybe I'm wrong about the way that that's pronounced, Belorim, maybe. But just like classes of creator. But this is moving past, and we also have the Merkabah here. I heard really rising to our intentions, really choosing here as well to let the wealth of knowledge, if you see, almost looks like a fortune teller here, letting the wealth of knowledge that you procured and obtained over time to really guide you here, to not let it get you stuck in a prison of your own enchainment is what I heard. And we also have this in the reverse, this brokenheartedness. It's time to really move past it. And I do feel like, of course, when our heart's been broken, we get stuck in these thought loops and these ways of thinking, and that's what's occupying our time. But it's really time to say, you know what, I want to focus on something else. I want to focus on all the beautiful things. So I'm going to ask Spirit, what are we moving forward with the spirit of Yule here? I heard connection as well. Some of you, this is divine grace as well. Connection to spirit, connection to source. Oh, there's another card. Purple. Oh, that's the same ones. The sorrow. And I definitely feel like being what it is that our minds are getting stuck on. And I think that this is changing careers for some of you, changing jobs. You have the Ace of Cups. For some of you, this is moving on and finding new love. You have here at the bottom of the deck the Four of Swords too, which is resting your mind. And I'm so happy. I feel like this comes from a profound sense of self-love. To go, you know what, self? I thought I was doing you a favor from keeping you from harm this whole time, creating this feeling that everything was going to just drop at the drop of a hat or when I least expected it. But if we always are expecting to that, we're not really enjoying the gift that life has to offer. So this is so wonderful for us to be able to heal within ourselves and come up with joy in our wills and rest our minds, because we're moving on to bigger, brighter things. So the Ace of Cups is very good here. Tell me more about this Ace of Cups. You, I heard, could also be moving into relationships that really help quiet your soul. There's something here as well about this bell, or it's almost like a crest or a sword or a shield. You have here the Princess of Cups. Now, it was in the reverse because I feel like you're not actively looking for that. Or if you are, you have here material success with the Nine of Pentacles. And this is that wish fulfillment is here. This could be, you wanting to offer love, wanting to offer support. You kind of could, I heard, also be a really supporting role model or energy in someone's life right now. But take some time to just rest your mind and rest your soul and let your heart be at ease. So Spirit, this is the Earth Magic Oracle. We have rainbows and blessings. They will come after the storm, my friends. Dance and celebration at the bottom. That this is cause for celebration. Bless you! And let's see what else we have here. Spirit, what is one last parting piece of advice for anyone watching for this 1221 portal, please? So you have river. There is movement, much like this chariot of fire, my friends. There is movement. It is something that I feel like is going to bring a lot of passion and success to our worlds. Definitely bringing love and peace and contentment and peace of mind. And honestly, that is something that there's no price tag on that, on having a peace of mind. Especially what I heard is if you suffer from anxiety, being able to rest your mind and just love yourself, that's gold. No amount of love from anyone else is going to fill your cup if we can't fill it up for ourselves, right? We have iceberg with submerged and shaman with ancient healing wisdom. Iceberg right ahead, right? We want to make sure that we're healing the things that are coming up to us when we see them. Because sure, we could get hella triggered when we see these two cards together, this bewitching spell. I mean, for me, yes, it's fun being like all caught up in the moment, but in those moments of being all everywhere else, you're losing sight of yourself. And for some of you, this is goals, but this is also knowing with bewitchment or bewitching that it's okay to be sexy and enchanting and alluring. Like, some of you just may be very bewitching people. For some of you, this is, if you like the show Bewitched, why not plug it in and give yourself a self-love day and just hang out and watch shit you like to do. Relax on your couch, because it is productive. You know, a lot of people may say it's lazy. Well, if going out and doing the day-to-day grind is going to make you have less energy, give yourself that time to mentally and emotionally and even energetically just recharge. Before, it's like, oh, we see this iceberg, but we don't have enough warning. For some of you, this could come in reaction too, okay? So healing is happening right now. This is a really, really powerful portal, and they're taking you to this river and this movement that love flows. It is infinite and it is graceful, my friends, and it's something that is meant for you. So this 2 at the bottom, it's the 2 of Wands, and it says dominion. This is about a choice in owning your domain and knowing, you know, that you do have a choice as well on, some of what I heard is mental hold, or a choice on, you know, if we're allowing certain thoughts to permeate us, and if we're having a lot of stress mentally as well, is what I heard. If you can't quiet your mind, if you're feeling of self-harm as well, there's suicide hotlines, there's 911. Honestly, if you feel like there's no hope and you have no one to talk to, the world matters because you're here. And I know that that's not for everyone, but Spirit was very, very strong that I say that. So I love you very much. I love you all, and I really hope that, you know, over this Christmas, if you are suffering from depression, if you are missing someone, if there is something, you know, really heavy on your heart, really reach out and talk to someone, because the song by The Fray, How to Save a Life, that song was in my head the other day, and it's been this whole week, and it's been really heartbreaking, you know. Over this holiday, so many people in my community and even, you know, all over the news, there's been so many people feeling so hopeless and so unloved and just so horrible that they felt like they had to end their life. And that is something that hurt spreads, and I just wish that there's a way that we can really normalize vocalizing our feelings and our insecurities and the things that we need to say, to have someone tell us the things we need to, and to know that not everyone around us is going to be able to do this. This is why sometimes it's really important to reach out to those professionals. So I love you all. I will talk to you later. Have yourself a wonderful day, guys.